this is Paul Hitchcock with the estate and asset protection planning firm BarthCalderon. Thanks for joining us here on the Culture of Asset Protection TV. This is our YouTube channel, and if you haven't subscribed yet, you can click below and there's a link there to subscribe to this channel, because we put out some really great videos on hot planning topics, and my colleague Brad Barth puts out the short videos, and he is a top speaker on estate and asset protection planning across the country to a ton of incredible groups, including Vistage, Tiger 21, the Women Presidents Organization, and just a ton of others. So glad you're connected with us, and I look forward to staying in touch with you. Hope you enjoy the video. See you next time.
So I had a client who recently came to me and said, I had a family member who recently passed away, and we're trying to determine whether or not there was any life insurance on the decedent. They said, well, what's the best way? How do we find out whether there's life insurance policies? And I asked them, well, have you had the mail forwarded to you so you can kind of see what statements are coming through? Because one way is that sometimes if there's premium payments to be made on a monthly or quarterly basis, or even on an annual basis, when you receive that premium payment, you'll know that there's obviously a life insurance policy. They say, well, they know it's been about a year or so and there's been no premiums coming through. So the question is, they have received bank statements, they have received statements for brokerage accounts and retirement assets and things of that nature. So the question again, what's the best way to find out whether or not there's a life insurance policy? So doing a little digging inside the files, one thing you can look at, of course, is inside their estate plan itself. Sometimes in the estate planning, whether it's the will or the trust, there may be specific provisions, specific distributions where the source of funds came from a life insurance policy. So you may have a life insurance policy specifically referenced in the documentation itself. Maybe it's on the Schedule assets. They have a Schedule A, a Schedule B. Maybe they're making reference to life insurance policies. Maybe they have a special type of trust called a life insurance trust, and that's a pretty good indicator that there's probably a life insurance policy out there, because most likely they wouldn't have created a life insurance trust if there isn't an existing life insurance policy. Look at the bank statements, look at the bank registers. If you're able to go back and see a life insurance company premiums paid from a register, it kind of gives you an idea and the name to go back and start doing some research on whether or not there's a life insurance policy. Safety deposit boxes are another good place to take a look to see if there's life insurance policy inside there. Talking to existing financial agents, financial advisors, past insurance companies, past insurance agents. They've spoken with an accountant. Sometimes you can take deductions from a business to pay for life insurance, and to see if there's the accountant knows about it. Maybe even on the past tax return, either from the investment income that's produced from the insurance policy, or again, paying for the premium deductions. These are all areas. But again, if you're unable to still find that, there's one other location I would recommend that you go to. And this is called a policy locator that's provided by the National Association of Insurance Commissioners, NAIC. And they have a new website that you can take a look at. It's called Locator, LOCATOR, .naic.org. So it's locator.naic, standing for the National Association of Insurance Commissioners.org. And there you can put in as much information as you have about the decedent, the legal name of the decedent, the date of birth of the decedent, the social security number of the decedent, and it compiles over 463 different insurance companies are compiling the ownership of the policies inside there. So if maybe you can find it that way, they'll notify you, and that would be a good thing. Because if you get noticed, you can then make a claim on the policy. But if the policy, the death benefit should have been paid out more than 2 years ago, now you're going to look to probably the state's unclaimed property. So every state has a website regarding unclaimed property. So if the decedent died more than 2 years ago, rather than looking at the locator website, you may want to check the state's unclaimed property. So if you're having these types of challenges in an administration of a decedent's estate or an administration of a decedent's trust, please give me a call. My name is Brad Barth. I'm a partner here in BarthCalderon, where we help you plan for all your tomorrows. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.